Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. In this video we are going to be making a card using a watch band die set from the stamp market. So we are going to make two cards. I'm going to do one on camera and I'm going to do one off because I want to make a feminine and a masculine card because I want to show you that you can do both masculine and feminine. So here is the die set. I went ahead and cut all of the dies separately from one another, and then here is the let me see here, we'll do this, and here is the stamp set. Has different faces of the watch, and it has, you can add the time, and then it has some sentiments. You are the best of all time, thanks, and it has thanks repeated, it's your day, can't wait to see you again, thanks for all the times you've helped me, yay. And then it has different what is it called? The arms of the clock? Is that right? I don't think so. Anyway, and then it has some hearts and flowers and what have you. And so we're going to be using that plus the dies. And I think I'm going to I'm inspired by an image on their website. So I'm going to try to see if I can recreate it myself with my own different colors. And I also have this cutting dies stripes from Amazon. So we're going to be using that to kind of make the process go a little faster. I don't know. And then the color scheme that we are using, this is all from the stamp market. I've been wanting to try their inks and cardstock, which we're not going to be using their ink, but we'll be using their cardstock. So we are going to be using, let's see here, this is Citrine Blush, Peach, Begonia, and then we are also going to be using their Diamond glitter paper. Oh, it's so pretty. I can't wait to get that out. Okay, what I'm gonna do is, sorry, it is now starting to thunder and you might hear the thunder in the background. Hopefully I won't lose power. But anyways, I think what's gonna be best is to go ahead and get this all die cut out, and I'm not sure if I'm going to fast forward. It just kind of depends on how long this is going to take. This is going to take some time for me to get all cut out, so I think I'll just do this off camera real quick just to save some time, and then we'll just assemble, and I'll kind of walk you through of the pieces that I ended up using. I think that's what we'll do. All right, so let me get this all cut out and then we will start assembling. Alrighty, I went ahead and cut majority of it out. It did take some time, and it turns out I really didn't need the Amazon strip die because I didn't pay attention, but you can make your own strips on here or with this set. So perfect. So I'm glad that I'm able to do that, which, you know, again, not the end of the world if it didn't have it, but I am going to do this one. This one, and oh, I don't want to thank you for your time. I think I want to celebrate today. Yeah. It just says celebrate today twice. Okay, and I'm going to need, I think I'm going to need this one. No, I needed a lot smaller one, right? No, this one should be okay. Okay. Just want to make sure I have enough room to die cut all of it. Okay, again, my little conditioner. Just condition these stamps since they are new to me. Let me reposition that because I want to be able to restamp it in the same location, right? Yeah, sorry if you hear my fan, it is a little warm underneath these lights sometimes. I swear I am in early stages of menopause, perimenopause. I feel like, my goodness. Like, oh, shiznit. Move that out of the way. Okay. Definitely restamp it. So I run hot sometimes lately. Okay. That looks good. I do think Celebrate Today can do a little bit better. Alright. Just going to restamp that Celebrate You or Celebrate Today just a little bit. Okay. You know, I don't like how these stamped out. Let's try that again. They look blown out a little bit. Now we need to bring over our little dies and get this all cut out. So let me go ahead and do that real quick. This is going to take some patience to get it centered, and hopefully I'll be able to do that. Okay, now that I got them all in position, I'm going to go ahead and run this through my machine and then die cut that one as well. Okay, I got all of my pieces all cut out. I have to say they didn't do too bad. And I think the next step is to go ahead and, in fact, I might have to, I want to do this as a shaker, this one. So I think I might have to cut this out a few more times now that I'm thinking about it, because I don't want to put foam tape on there. So I'll do that off camera and we'll assemble this. So I love this diamond glitter. I am obsessed with it. Look how pretty it is. And again, I'll make a masculine card off camera, so I won't do it on camera just because of time. This is already such a lengthy card, like our time-consuming card. So I'll have to do that off camera, because if not, we'll be here. We'll be here all day. So, anyways, but yeah, this card is so fun, and I am so excited that I went ahead and got this set. And I just used some silicone mat that I cut up from another mat that I don't use, and this just helps keep that glue off of my desk and helps this from not moving, helps the paper cardstock from not moving. Okay, so I'm just going to do that, and then in fact I need my stamping block. Looks good. Oh, so pretty. Okay, put that on there, and then my smaller one is currently being used, so I have to use the large one. Okay, so let's just do this one. Come here, you can do it. Here we go. So how's your card making crafts going? What do you like about card making? I love that, for me, I love the fact that they are just tiny little pieces of work of art. It really is. I love Cricut crafting, don't get me wrong, but this has become a new favorite obsession, honestly. It is for sure an obsession with card making. I would love to, and I know I spoke to this before, but I would love to sell these cards. But I need to do a little bit better at card making before I get there. I feel like I need to perfect my craft a little bit more. I just see all these card makers and they are just so talented. I wish that I had half of their talent or half their time, honestly. With working and being a mama of a 4-year-old, well, almost 4-year-old. Well, I guess by the time this video, oh shoot, well, I don't know. This video might get posted before her birthday, but regardless, she'll be 4 here in a few weeks. And it's just, you know, it's hard. It is really hard to put that much time into crafting. Eventually down the road, when she gets older, more independent, I'm sure I'll have way more time. Or maybe I won't, because she might be involved in a lot of sports. Who knows? Okay, now that I have all 3 of those done, what I'm going to do is going to cut this one out at least 4 or 5 more times, because I have my part cut out in acetate. In fact, while you're here, I can glue this on. Well, yeah, this is going to be really tricky because I don't want to smear this glue on my acetate. So we'll see. I think what I'm going to do is, like, I'm going to put glue on here, and then I'm going to use my finger to kind of rub some of that off and smooth it out so it doesn't, for one, it will become tacky, and for 2, it won't smear. Okay. And here we go. Oh, jeez. Come on. Oh, and I got it dirty already. Oh, jeez. Got glue on my fingers and it just got all not good. Okay. Not bad. I can clean this off once this just dries. Okay, so there's that piece right there. All right, let me get this assembled real quick. I'm going to add, like I said, 3, probably 4 or 5, because it's going to take a lot to build this up to add any type of shaker bits in it, right? So that's what I'm going to do. So give me a second, and I'm going to do that off camera. Now that I have everything die cut out, it's a matter of putting it all together. And let's go ahead and just organize. I don't think I'm going to do 4 watches. I don't think I'm going to have enough room, actually. So, we're just going to have to kind of figure it out. So I'm going to use my reverse tweezers and just add a little bit of glue. Ooh, that's quite a bit, but I can use that to my advantage by just dipping it in there like so, and going ahead and putting it on to my watch here. And it doesn't obviously have to be perfect, because there's no specific time that you have to have your watch, unless you're doing like a little gift for someone with like all the special times their kids were born, you know, that type of thing. Now that would be kind of cool. So just put it on there any way you like. Okay, so let me get these done, and then we'll do the shaker part. Now that we have these all done, I just did, again, random different time. I'm going to be using some of the sequin mix. Let me just open that up. Oops. Don't want this going everywhere. And it doesn't need to be so full. Just let me get a little bit. Yeah, that's, see, even then that's too much, because we don't want it to be, you know, obviously we need enough to see the time. So I'm thinking we'll take some of that out. Let me see if that should be good. Let me just put this on here. Now I did probably like 8 or 9 layers. I did a lot of layers for the space here, just because I want to build it up. And obviously, yeah, now I think we need to take a little bit more. Go a little bit more, and just a little bit more. Yeah, that should be good, I think. Okay, let's put that on there. and then close that up. And yeah, that's perfect. That's enough. I think that's enough. Now, let's go ahead and just add just a little bit of glue. I don't want it to be too much where it will show on the acetate. Okay. Got something on there. Let me see if I can clean that off real quick. Okay, and now that I cleaned that off with my rubbing alcohol, it came off just fine. Oh my gosh, this is so darn cute. And I'm glad I added the extra layers. I think that it definitely made a difference. I mean, look how thick that is. I lost count. I probably did at least 8, between 8 and 10. There's a lot. There's a lot. Okay, love that shaker. Isn't that pretty? Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, let's move those to the side, and then I definitely want to do this next. Okay, and then oh, come on. Alright, so this is just going to go, maybe I'll just do one instead of the orange as well. Maybe I'll just do a white band like that, or just one long band. Don't know. We'll figure it out. Alright, so then just add some glue and get that. There we go. Oop. All right. Perfect. And then let's see. Again, I'm not sure. Well, I'll just put it. Yeah, why not? I took the time to cut them all out, so might as well use it. Right? Alright. There you go. Very good. And then the last one for this band. Now, the design that's on their website, they just use these smaller pieces, the ones that I am currently gluing on right now. So you could totally do that. They did different colors that matched the other watches. That would be a really cute idea. But I kind of like this idea of a wide one and 2 narrow ones or thinner ones. Okay, how's that look? That looks really good. Okay, so I had the yellow greenish color, and I don't think I need that or want that. And this is kind of the general layout that I want to do. We still need to get our sentiment in, and we'll definitely get that in as well. I also think that given, I'm just trying to put that in there, I can trim this down. I think I have enough room. I'm going to have some type of border. I think it's going to be a very small. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a picture of this, and just so that way I can remember how the layout is done. So I think I'm going to have to, actually, do I want to add these two? I might want to add that. Yeah, definitely want to add that. Let me take a picture of that real quick Make sure I don't forget to add that part. Okay, okay, well, here we go. So these are going to go here, and then these 2 or 3, these 4. I love this shaker. I'm obsessed with it. This is definitely not, I will not say this is beginner friendly. It is just, I might even pull this in on, do that one, maybe. Okay. Let's just kind of move those a little way. All right, let's cut this panel down. Now we're doing 4 1/4. Well, we're doing A2, so it's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So we're gonna cut it down. I can even do a 1/16 of an inch, but I think what I'll do is I'll do an 1/8 of an inch. That still should give me enough room. So that's 5, and then, I'm sorry, that's 4, and then this is 4 1/4. Okay. Now, here's the thing. I need to stamp my sentiment. However, I need to figure out where the sentiment's going to go. And therefore, I need to bring out a pencil, and I need to bring out my triangle. And I need to find where everything is going. I might actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I might just go ahead and use a stamp block and stamp my sentiment on there. I hate doing that because if I mess up, oh, it's not going to look good. Not at all. But I'm just going to have to do that because this is going to be really kind of a challenge to figure this all out. Okay. So bringing in my picture here, let me bring that in, and let's see. Okay, so I have my picture here off to the side, and I am going to, let's see here, get this one here, and then, so if it goes off the page a little bit, I'm okay with that. And then, oops. Okay. In fact, I probably, you know what I'm going to do? No. Okay. So, I want this one to be a little bit, actually, let's do this. Let's have this here. And I'm going to use my washi tape, and I'm going to temporarily hold this into place, and just because I don't want to have it move around on me. Okay, so then the next will be the pink watch, and this one, oops. This is just for placement. This is just to help me figure out, you know, where, and actually, let me make sure I'm still on camera. Okay, good. That goes there. Okay. And then this is going to have to go, I love that diamond glitter with the pink. It is so pretty. Okay. Good. And then this probably needs to go over. Well, it's about as far over as it can go. And then this can go, I'm going to have, so what I'm going to do is, I think I want it about right there. I'm going to move it down just a little bit so I can see it better. So I know my card's off camera a little bit, but that's okay. So I'm going to have it, just want to make sure that, yeah, if it goes off a little bit. That should be fine. Okay, so I'm going to bring in my T-square. Okay. And, oh, no, Rachel, stop messing around. I should have left the tape on there. All right. There we go. Yeah, I think that's good. Okay. So then I'm going to lightly, very, very lightly draw a line this will be my guide. That does not look straight. Is that straight? Yep, that's straight. Okay, now I have my line. I really want to use my Misty to stamp, but ooh, I don't think I'm going to. Oh my gosh. It's a brave decision that I'm making. It is very, very brave to go rogue. Okay, so I'm going to use this foam tape that I have here off the side, and I'm going to add foam tape to the back of the wristbands. So let's go ahead and get the backers off of them, and then I'll just do one at a time. And I should have probably trimmed this off first. Oopsie daisy. Okay, so I'm just turning it to the side, and I think I might just go just ever so slightly below that line. Okay, very good. And then this is going to go here, and I think what I'll do is I'll just I'll cut it off. And I'm not gonna go all the way. Here we go. I think that should be good. Basically. All right. Okay. There. All right. Getting my non-stick scissors. Probably should do this all at once, but nonetheless, there it is. Okay. And then I'm going to glue. It just looks, something looks crooked. Oh gosh. Maybe I'll just go over a little bit. I'm gonna glue the watch faces on last. So let me put this on fast forward and get the rest all aligned. Okay, now that I have the foam tape on the back of my panel and the panel now adhered to my card base, let's go ahead and do, I think what's the easiest part is to glue all of this together and hope that I did somewhat of a decent job, maybe, question mark. Yeah, I think that looks good. So I'm going to go as far over as I can on all of this. Just let me add the glue, and I'm not going to add any more dimension. There's enough dimension as there's enough dimension right now as it stands, so I don't want to add any more to, oops, oh shoot, to the card. Okay. Come on, in the center. When I was buying this, I'm like, oh, this looks so easy. This is not easy. I mean, it was fun in a challenging way, but this is not a card I would imagine you're going to want to reproduce. Oof. Lot of work. Yes, sirree. You want to be careful that that's not sticking too far below there. Okay. Again, not perfect, but I think it's something that I can most certainly deal with. Oh, so sorry I was off camera at the bottom. I had myself zoomed in and I guess it was not paying attention. Okay, well, there it is. Let me squish that even more. Gosh, I'm sorry. Normally I zoom in through editing, and I don't know, I don't like that because it doesn't always give the best picture. And I gotta push this away from me a little bit when I zoom in, and it's harder for me to see. So it's kind of a catch-22. Okay, oh my gosh, this is just unreal. A lot of fun, not perfect, but I don't know. If I was perfect, I definitely would be not doing what I'm doing, I guess. I perfect myself at making millions of dollars. Alright, anyway, so there is the card slash shaker. How fun is that? Oh my goodness, I absolutely love how this turned out. It just, I mean, it's totally crooked. Oh gosh, you know what? Like, I don't know which is crooked. I think these two are crooked and something threw me off, but down here, it's pretty good. But I did promise you guys that I would do a masculine card, and I did do one off camera. So here's what that one looks like. And what I did is I die cut out the best of all time and do the same thing, except one thing that I did in this card that I didn't do in this card is I did 3 layers in total on the rim of the watch. That way it just provides a little bit more realistic of a card. Now you could take it a step further and add some clear acetate on top of each one to give that glass look. Now that would be really cool. So there's that idea, but gosh, I feel like if I can get this up, I might ruin it. I would be a little bit of a happier camper here. I'm gonna see if I can. Oh, it is. Oh shoot. Okay. You guys are probably like, what did you just do? Alright, not a big deal, because what I'll do is I will just add. So how does this work? I had a needle in here to keep it from clogging, and all it does is clog. It's like, how? I don't get it. Okay. Let's see if I can not mess this up. Oh gosh, Rachel. I think what I need to do is stand it up. Sorry, but I'm not going to redo that. There. And then add just a little bit of glue. Push that down. And I'll just put this, I'll just have to add some pressure to get this to stop from curling up. But, I don't know if I just did the same thing or, you know what, I'm just, you know, just trying to get perfection, and I just need to stop doing that. Well, anyways, so a girl version and a boy version, and masculine versus feminine, and I think they turned out so cute. This one's by far my favorite one because of the shaker. How sweet is that? I love this card. Despite its imperfections, I really do think that they both turned out super cute. Alright, and I don't think I mentioned this. This is from the stamp market. FYI. I don't know if I said that at the beginning. I might have. But, okay. Thank you so much for watching. I will catch you guys all in the next card or craft video. Bye.